I watch soccer on the Michigan Soccer Network.
I watch soccer on Michigan Soccer Network.
لا تنسوا تتابعونا على Michigan Soccer Network.
I watch soccer on Michigan Soccer Network.
I like to watch soccer on Michigan Soccer Network.
I watch soccer on Michigan Soccer Network.
Me gusta mirar fútbol en Michigan Soccer Network.
I watch soccer on Michigan Soccer Network.
I love watching soccer on the Michigan Soccer Network.
Back to Montreal. He'll take a shot and he'll bear. Little fired from Billows and it'll go in. Now Worrell has a good cutback from him. He'll fire one and that's gonna go in. Oh, and both goals so far. Will fire one and that's a wonderful save, Trinity. That's missed. Oh, it's Stone and he'll fire one now from distance and that is in. What a strike by Ben Maher. Welcome back here into St. Joe's Sports Dome here in Livonia, Michigan for tonight's U19 MLS NEXT boys soccer matchup. The Michigan Wolves and VARDAR. Alongside my broadcast partner, Rick Larson, my name's Jonathan Turner. Excited to bring you match number 2 here of the evening.
Yeah, this is a matchup of fantastic proportion. I think I just saw Justin Miram walk in. I think all the players are here. Mitch Hildebrandt's here from the Wolves. Former MLS players on either side of the ledger. Really exciting night tonight. The first match was full of goals, and I think this next match is going to be a little bit stingier with the goals, but we're going to see some really, really good performers.
I think you're right. I also think that we're going to get copyrighted for the first 30 seconds of this match. For all the music being played right now. We are like right next to the sound box here, speaker system, whatever you want to call it. But we're excited here to bring you this second matchup. So don't go anywhere. We're getting ready to get kickoff here and away here in just a moment.
Is that VARDAR's actual record?
They have, in regards to the competition for the MLS Next League play, they have not played a league matchup yet. So that is their record based on that website. Talking with Lars Richter before both of these games here earlier today, he talked about how both these teams have played in other competitions. They call the flex part of their schedule, where I had mentioned that the national championship, your pathway to the national championship, is through the flex side as well as through the league side. So you win your league, you have a chance to go play in the nationals. You win the flex side of the competition, you have a chance to play there as well. So that's what they had mentioned, and But looking at the starting 11 here for the Michigan Wolves, Ali Almery is your goalkeeper for the Wolves. Will Ebby, Miles Foster, Ryan Moody, and Braxton Linder, your back line. Dominic Maciano, Vincent Chaput, Manuel Karajan is your midfield. Alex Moeller, Ryan Hanush, and Daniel Koo will be the up top for the Wolves here this evening. And then for VARDAR on the 05 side, Trevor Hammond, the goalkeeper, Dylan Emmon, Dylan Davis, Evan Weiskill, Dominic Koje, Colin Arce, Carson Bala, Andrew Darkadajan, Alec Markovsky up top, and Adam Palushchik, number 18, playing the midfield here tonight for VARDAR.
VARDAR's ready to go as they go through their they're expanding into their team lineup here. Wolves are still in their team huddle, saying the final preparations, making sure that they're reinforcing the things that their coaches have told them, and we're going to be underway here in moments.
There we are. As we want to say a special shout out again, it's Veterans Day. To those who have served, MSN thanks you. Earlier today, we were at Target, my wife and I, and ran into a veteran and wished him, said thank you very much for his service. And, as my wife was smacking me with something in the back,
I'm sure you deserved it.
He encouraged it. So as we are underway here on this Veterans Day here for game number 2, Michigan Wolves in the all-white kits going left to right, VARDAR in the black and red kits going right to left. Alongside my broadcast partner, Rick Larson, I'm Jonathan Turner, bringing you all the action here for game number 2 on this Friday evening here from the St. Joe Sports Dome in Livonia.
Yeah, we're underway. Each team's had a bite of the apple, and
ball played in the first matchup. The Wolves won that one 5-0 as this ball played inside and cleared up.
That was a nifty little run from Aude, I think.
That's number 3, right?
Dylan.
Yeah, I think it was
Dylan
Dylan
Amin.
Dylan Amin. That's a typo.
It's a typo?
It gotta be, right? It's Deradijan, apologize.
Darachian,
thank you. Darachian.
Andrew played on one of my teams years ago.
Darachian? That's a lot easier to say when you say it like that. That's a lot easier. We just got these rosters 5 minutes ago. So.
Underneath forward, big, strong player, excellent ball striker.
Darachian?
Darachian.
Okay. Ball laid back.
Long pass played in by Will Eby there.
Trevor Hammond, he's already committed to Bates College. Goalkeeper for VARDAR, who just had his foot on that ball. He worked us around that back line.
VARDAR going slow here, trying to pick some passing lanes. Miles Foster will get on it. Him and Will Eby will play a game of catch.
Don't know who 43 is. I have to look at the other sheet we have here. Good opportunity here early is now maybe
Ryan Hanush.
Out wide. Put back in, open net, just over the bar.
What a great cross. Hanush created an awesome timing moment with Braxton Linder, who spun across inside the box. And I don't know if that was Daniel Coe that got ahead to that or not, but yeah, just over the bar.
Iudi, by the way, is number 43.
For our first chance there.
On the field.
Okay. Well, congratulations to him for making the starting lineup.
That's right, that's right.
It's a big deal.
It is.
Especially in a derby match.
In a derby match. Crosstown, cross-club derby, a historic rivalry in club soccer in Michigan. VARDAR, Michigan Wolves here on this Friday evening.
Hanush is finding himself in behind the line again.
Oh, look at this ball. Another beautiful ball. Just kind of skip away, though.
Yeah, that one was
Hammond.
deflected and spun over.
Rolls it out.
Whiskiel bringing up the far side. It's hard to see over there.
It is.
Was that Paluschek?
I believe
it was. He's got some
was.
rapid feet, man. Those footfalls were coming a mile a minute. VARDAR throwing on the far side.
Assistant referee Tyler Gregory right in front of us now.
Yeah, Tyler Gregory's made his way from the middle of the game in the 17s game to the assistant referee position.
His address is now.
Getting a full night's work in here is Tyler Gregory. He wouldn't miss the action for nothing.
It's a far cry, though, probably from a college game.
There's Whiskiel.
Little head on that one, and it's cleared away.
Great header from Darachian. Oh, another left-footed cross coming in from Amin. Paluschek trying to wriggle his way around the left back over there. The left back today is Ryan Moody.
It's number 16.
Jonathan and I working off the same touchscreen television in front of you here. in front of us.
Moody is a
Behind the
University of
scenes.
Detroit Mercy commit. Plays a 4.2 grade point average. 4.2.
Spectacular business school. He's probably going to go there and learn how to run the country or something.
Good work.
Amin with an intervention there, yeah. Dispossessing Hanoush.
Dylan Davis. I will say it does make it easier when they give you these print-offs like this.
Yeah, it sure does.
Played back. That's a dangerous ball.
Well, that's
one way to do it.
that looks so comfortable that it looked almost not comfortable.
A little negative ball backwards. You know.
A jersey pull will help the Wolves get out. But, yeah, that was the goalkeeper, Ali Almari, and Will Eby making a nice little pass to each other to get out of trouble and maybe back into trouble.
Eby plays it.
Maizano.
To Maizano, yep.
Eby out wide now. Looks like Maizano will come down and orchestrate the game between the two center backs. Try to see if they can start deconstructing Vardar's press.
Chaput.
Played through pretty simply there.
Hanoush out wide.
Hanoush
Moeller
connecting to Alex Moeller.
Well, that's a deflection, but now he gets it back. Down by the end line. A
Moeller
one-on-one. Then
Moeller showing some quickness there, huh?
That he did. Is goalkeeper Hammond comes up with it.
Yeah, there might have been a handball there, but everybody did a good job to continue to play, and nobody turned out to be worse for wear.
It's a beautiful night here in the St. Joe Sports Dome. A little cooler air, about 64 degrees inside the dome. Partly cloudy.
Partly cloudy, partly sunny. Not so windy. Foster to Eby.
High humidity.
There goes Maizano down in that location between the center backs to add an extra player and start moving around Vardar's front line.
It's Braxton Linder. Good switch. Look on that back line. Maciano is still undecided. He's goes to Novi High School with a 3.6 GPA.
Smart player, strong, hard. He's physically smaller in stature, but, man, there's a lot of fight in that kid.
And Miles Foster, he's a Michigan State commit.
Yeah, Miles Foster spent some time with the Columbus Crew. He's a very experienced player, and he'll do a great job of holding the line down.
Hanoush now on that far side, met by Dylan Davis.
Uh-oh.
Call that one a foul.
Foul on
Hanoush, right?
Free kicks going the other way?
It is.
Okay. What I saw, I stand corrected. It'll be a free kick for Vardar.
No worries there, sir. No worries as Vardar will bring this one back up. Had a chance to do the Dream Team reveal here earlier this week. We, announced Kyle Pearson was Mr. Soccer. Richie Ludwig, part of the Dream Team as well. He's a Michigan State commit. Will be playing with Miles Foster next year.
Yeah, that's Michigan State keeps getting the top kids from Michigan, and they've done a great job recruiting in state, and those are certainly two of the best players that you could find.
That they were 1 and 2 in the Mr. Soccer candidate, but Kyle Pearson coming away with it here for the 2022 season. Kyle Pearson going to Michigan in the fall. Foster plays it inside. That was Linder, and now the ball switched to that far side. Hanoush now comes up with it and poked away. With us, Colin Arce. I was talking with Steve Arce before the game. He was talking about when they named their child Colin They thought they might get some jokes out of that one. With Colin Arce.
I think you lost me on that one.
Well, they were thinking maybe they might be able to call him Colin Arce. You know, like Arse.
Ah, okay. All right.
So Colin Arce. It's pronounced Arce, but because of the way it looks, it might be Arse.
Okay,
so.
well, I have a Kellen inside my house, so I don't joke about those things. So sometimes you gotta just absolutely get the chalkboard out. You gotta put the shapes down. You gotta do all of it for me.
That's fair.
Okay.
Oh, that's a tackle, Hammond.
Oh, that is a wild tackle.
That it was. We'll keep playing though.
Directions.
There's Palusak to Arce. Audi. Oh, another ball in. A save by Omri.
Seeing much different from the 17s for Vardar. The 19s have already been able to get at the edge there, and that was fantastic timing. And what a save by the Wolves goalkeeper, Ali Almari.
Almari is.
They're on the
Arce
edge.
out wide.
Yeah, they're going at the edge again.
I might go off for a corner. It does.
Oh, that was deflected, huh?
Yeah, deflected off for the first corner here of the afternoon.
Okay. Yeah, that tackle that came across here, Mike Lupinik's talking to Tyler Gregory here. They're having a little bit of a laugh over it, but I think none of that was amusing to Vardar coaching staff.
So a corner kick coming up here, first of the match for either side. That's headed away. So that's Foster that got ahead on that one. And put right back in. Well, there's another opportunity. That time it was Palouse that got ahead on that.
Kind of looks like the Vardar here is trying to get some balls inside the box and trying to create some heading opportunities.
So Hanush. They're going to give a yellow card.
That's interesting. It looked like they just kind of clattered into each other. It looked way more awkward than it looked deliberate. But
do we know who got the yellow card?
On the left, yeah, it's center back, left center back. I think it's
Koji.
Koji, yeah.
So Koji gets the yellow card here in the 13th minute. So
the referee's really allowing Vardar to plead their case here. They're having some kind of a forum, 5-person deal here in the middle of midfield.
Only thing they're missing is some chairs and a conference table.
And Reese's Pieces.
And Reese's Pieces.
Yeah.
You don't typically see a conference like that taking place.
No,
well, you do. I mean, usually it's in the form really a little more further up the field inside the 18 after penalty shot's been called.
Yeah.
You'll see a swarm of players around the referee, but yellow card being given. Card went to number 9, Dominique Koje for Vardar as this is Hanush taking this free kick. Waiting for the whistle, and there it is.
Customary 2 hands up for a long free kick.
All cleared away. And
ball was hit well and spun inside the box, but cleared out by Vardar. Battle on the sideline is won by Vardar. Now they'll change the point of attack to this near side.
Audi.
Great touch by Audi.
Foster right there to defend.
That's Braxton. That's the.
Oh, sorry, Braxton. Thank you.
That's
Braxton Linder.
That's Linder came out to press.
Audi has got him in here on this near side, plays it to him. Well, that's good defensive work. Number 23, that's Daniel Koo.
Daniel Koo coming down.
Koo?
Koo, yeah, as the winger. He's all the way down in his own end. Intervening there and knocking it out for a throw-in. Vardar will keep possession off the throw-in and then turn it over. Now they're up the line.
That's a good tackle.
Great recovery tackle.
By Oud.
Oud did a really skillful challenge there, going to the ground, sliding and whipping his left foot around to knock it out.
Bala switched that to that far side. Kept on, nope. Went out, says the assistant referee on that far side, so a throw in.
That was a lot to ask from his teammate trying to get up in the attack there. Whiskiel.
Give him Sam Fisher, our operator, camera operator, some starburst there.
Yeah, the new starburst, the unwrapped starburst. I can't do it.
Really?
Yeah, I can't do it.
Why not?
I'm just used to seeing them wrapped. I need them wrapped. I need to go through the whole customary, rip the paper into 5,000 different pieces.
Oh,
and then all of a sudden,
foul called as the coaching staff.
Eat some of the candy and some of the paper. It just doesn't make any sense to me.
See the head coach for it's Morris. Mike Lupinick on the near side here. You know, but you first things first. What's the color that you go to though for Starburst? What is it?
It's always
like
red.
Pink. Red.
It's always red.
Okay, I like pink. I like
red.
pink's good.
Yeah, well,
you know, but you don't go for yellow, right?
No.
Okay, well, yellow's always left behind.
I make my kids eat those.
Comment in the comment section. What's your go-to Starburst?
And anything that gets left too far behind, the dogs are just always going to eat anyway.
That's fair.
Both teams are really patient in the back line.
Well, keep in mind, too, in the first game, in the U17 game, we didn't see a goal till the 32nd minute.
Yeah.
So, there's 17 minutes into this one. It's 0-0, 0-0.
Yeah, there's going to be a bunch of jabs before somebody throws some kind of real attacking action.
That's Palusak on. That's not Palusak, I apologize. That's Wiskiel. Now foul just called, and
some would say that's late, but some would say that's he let the game play out a little bit to see if there was any kind of a significant advantage, and there wasn't, so he pulled it back. Now we'll restart the game with a free kick. Balo is going to take the free kick. There's a lengthy conversation going on over here between assistant referee Tyler Gregory.
A little flick. Oh, there, Arce, and that's cleared away. Tried to bring it down. He almost had that at his feet.
Yeah, he did a great job to bring that down with his chest and take a cut at it, but it was just intervened with by the Wolves defense there. Poked it free.
So a throw in here on this near side. Arce inside. It's Davis. Make his way up. Ball put in.
Wiskiel with a dangerous ball inside the box. It's cleared back across the box.
Yeah, that was Linder that had that clearance. Now Iude cuts it. Shot. Deflect. It's cleared out for a corner kick.
I think that is blocked right in the breadbasket by Will Eby. That made a sound of knocking the wind out of somebody.
So another corner kick here, second of the match coming up here for Vardar. See a shot there of the head coach, Will Thornton. Ball played in. Little shove. I believe that was Linda that went down, and ball played in Almari.
That ball was left free inside the box, and that could have been catastrophic. Almari made a great save.
Want to remind everybody that currently right now on our website, the Michigan Soccer Network, Goal of the Year matchup number 6 currently underway. Last time I looked, there were over 6,000 total votes cast in that matchup today between Carter Kuzmano and Kay Sotomayor from Royal Oak. So if you haven't gone there and checked it out, head over to MichiganSoccerNetwork.com. Click on Vote Now. We cannot make the camera higher. We are stuck in a dome.
We are in a restricted height area.
Believe you me, if we could make the camera higher, we would. There's really not a vantage point here. Now, there's cameras called high pods that we could utilize, but it's just really not a good place to do it in here. Just with the crowd and being able to try to pull it off. There's a lot of obstacles in our way. So unfortunately, the view you have is the view you're going to get. Miles Foster.
Braxton Linder playing inside to Manuel Cargian there, and it got intercepted.
Iudi. Back to Bala. Out wide to Wiskiel.
That was Arce, number 10, spraying it out wide to Wiskiel. Arce on the ball again.
That's Bala.
They switched their numbers.
They switched their numbers? Well, 4 and 10.
10 is Arce.
Oh, that's a...
Is this correct?
Yeah, the jersey numbers are correct, yeah.
Okay. So Arce played the ball out to the wide area, and then Bala got on it second. Arce, Bala. Good interplay there. VARDAR combining to get to the other side, bringing Wiskiel back into the game. Game's opened up nicely. Really, really good interception by Will Eby.
Bigger man will admit when they're wrong, and I was wrong. But I'm not a bigger man. Foster and works around that back line.
Yeah, Maizano and
Moody.
Eby and Foster playing catch.
Yep.
Now there's an interception on the wide side.
That was...
And another interception, and another interception.
Look at this.
Wow. Some transition moments there. Whoever can get the ball secure is probably going to have a chance to score.
Oh, look at this ball put inside. Goes
and
over.
What do you know?
Omari.
Yeah. Can hear Mike Lupinik saying quality. That cross just really lacked some intent there, and it was a little bit sloppy, and it just drifted over the goal.
My brother Carson Bala is the GOAT. That's a...
Yeah, he's having a good game so far. He gets himself involved and connects on a lot of his passes. So, GOAT, I don't know. We'll come to that conclusion at the end of the game, but certainly a very good player here in the early piece.
The GOAT is becoming a very, like, you know, people just say it to a lot of things.
Yeah.
You know, you think of, like, the all-time greats, right? You think of, like, a Pele, GOAT, right? Pele, GOAT. Is
really well done by VARDAR there. Excellent run from Markovsky. Pass was just hit a little bit too late. Another transition moment for the Wolves. Here comes Hanush. Getting connected to Cargian.
Chaput. Marciano. Back to Hanush and cycled this back to Will Eby. Seeing a little more patience from the build-up in the Wolves in this u19 matchup. A lot of counter-attack transitional play we saw in that last one.
Yeah, these transition moments happen to be longer, and I think they have less passes, but they got a little bit more intent to them. Yeah, we have the benefit of being right here by by Mike Lupinik, and he's telling his team that they just got to play faster, taking too many touches. That last possession higher up the field did allow, those extra touches did allow the Wolves to get back and intervene and thwart that attack. It's certainly an issue.
Wiskiel.
Really good pass.
And it was.
The pace up the wing is fantastic.
Wiskiel still going strong. Looking to take a shot. Maybe there's a cross.
Those guys are flying.
Iudi. Good block.
It's Alex Moeller all the way back here.
That ball
stuff.
put inside. Little flick, back post.
What
Omri.
a cheeky little flick from Draxian there, huh? he's got some things for a big guy. He's got really good feet, and he's really skillful. And if he gets loose.
Mason up him. I love Carson Bala. He is goated. Okay, you got two people saying goat.
Okay, I think
I think it's it.
Yeah, it sounds like a
sounds
like a majority.
All right, goat, and then you got your second.
Yeah.
It's passed.
Yep.
Then we got Logan saying Kobe Bryant. Kobe Bryant is a goat. He's a goat. Tom Brady, a goat. I mean, you win some championships. I think the jury's still out on.
These moments in the game where the Wolves have the ball and they get a little bit settled in and they start to get the gaps between them a little bit bigger and a little bit bigger and a little bit bigger, and that comfort level keeps growing. These are the moments where you can get counterattacked.
That you can.
Become really susceptible.
Abby.
Now they can play passes that don't have as much quality because the teams sit back. Vardar's far enough back, and then
gotta get a corner.
Get caught on the counter, but now they've earned a corner kick, and 21 players are within 40 yards of Vardar's goal.
Sam Fish comes in for the candy. Carson is so good from Logan Marks. Carson has both, unfortunately, it's a ball played in near post.
What a great corner kick.
Oh, and now a rebound. Wow, just rifled past that far post.
Yeah, Will Eby did a great job of bringing that down and getting his shot off nice and quick, and somehow it made it all the way through. And for the fact that it made it all the way through and didn't hit the target was an optical illusion from my vantage point.
That it was, is no one sailed past that far post, and
Arcade.
Trevor Hammond
Down in the back line, toying with the forwards.
Koji plays this ball long, and
the Wolves have changed their configuration a little bit. Alex Moeller is over here on the right side. Ryan Hanush is on the left side, and Daniel Coe is now the center forward. I think they saw something that they want to exploit, and I'm not sure in which location, but yeah, they certainly have changed their configuration of their forwards.
we are asking who are we taking in this matchup.
Audit.
You know, I mean, I don't know if I have a specific idea who would win this one. So far in this matchup, it's been pretty even. You know, a couple opportunities for both sides. We will say that compared to the first matchup we saw, it seems as though the VARDAR side, the U19s, a little more dangerous atop the box, right? They've created more opportunities. We made some saves already here early in this one.
Yeah, I think it's a clash of styles. I think the Wolves are going to try to break that line and get people in behind, and you know, and it looks like they're playing. Looks like maybe Vardar's playing 3-5-2, but Vardar does a good job of getting crosses in the box and making dangerous scenarios on the counterattack. And here comes another one in a wide area.
Oh, good work from Markowski. Puts his top of the 18, and RSA put it in, and that's cleared away. Good ball inside. Krajan. Linder. Out wide to Moeller. Back to Linder, down by the end line, looking to play back to Krajan. Marciano. That's Moody. Continue to work this one around.
Another lengthy possession here from the Wolves in Vardar's half. I think sometimes soccer laymen think that these long possessions are the things that lead to goals, but many times they lead to goals in the other direction.
Yeah, as you get numbers forward, right, you become more susceptible to a counterattack. One long ball and off you're going.
Will Eby sure is limping around out there. I'm not sure what happened, but he just made a pass there, and he's got a little hitch in his giddy-up. Looks like he's maybe a little bit ginger on that left side of his body.
Yeah, I was going to say he's pulling up. Plays out wide to Foster.
Foster and Eby just playing a game of catch.
Look to play that one inside. And
Braxton Linder played a square pass that just got picked out. Comes another VARDAR counterattack. Arce with a nifty little pass outside to Wiskiel.
Wiskiel, yep.
They really like to come up this right side.
This ball played inside, deflected, far post. Still inside the box. Bala.
Retaining possession.
Looking to Davis, and this one going to end up going out of touch.
Davis's first action playing into trying to play into the front line there.
Long ball looking in there to Coe.
Hanush hits a gas
pedal. Here now Coe. Out comes a diving Trevor Hammond, comes up with it.
That's wonderful goalkeeping.
Heads up play by Hammond because
great read, great speed, great hands, and now he's starting the build up. He's in behind his line there, supporting his team.
32 minutes into this one, 0-0 is your score here. Alongside my broadcast partner, Rick Larson, I'm Jonathan Turner. Sam Fisher, our camera operator tonight. Live here from the St. Joe Sports Dome on the campus of Schoolcraft College here in Livonia, Michigan for tonight's MLS NEXT U19 matchup. The Michigan Wolves and VARDAR. It's Koji.
I like Koji's composure. Sits on the ball nicely. You can see him scan. Rarely makes a poor choice. Slipping the ball into Markovsky. Did a great job holding it up there.
Ball goes out. Throwing here for...
Koji's got that old school haircut too. Makes him seem like a real player.
Audi out wide to Wiskiel.
Kind of long around the edges.
Wiskiel puts this one back in. Goes up. Now Iodi gets it back. Scott Amman in support. Now Bala. But man, good win. That was a weird clearance from Linder. But finds his way to Wiskiel on that far side. Wiskiel cuts it down by the end line. Looks to put this as a shot. Saved there by Almery. That was Drakjan.
Direction.
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 I said direction, but direction.
Yeah, direction with the directional shot. Happened to be saved. Didn't quite catch it as cleanly as he would have liked there. But man, VARDAR gets up that right side and they really get going. Play either a cut pass or those long floated crosses that seem to really trouble the Wolves' back line and goalkeeper. Vince Chappett sliding through midfield here. Ryan Hanush has come down out of his 9 position to connect the game. Get it over here to Moody.
Marciano inside to Chappett.
Will Eby's running a little bit better. Every minute that goes by, Will Eby gains a little bit of his power back.
It's now Marciano.
I think he was holding R2 down for too long.
Got stuck in.
Yeah.
He had maybe was eating with the controller.
Yeah, he depleted all of his energy.
I'm going to call a foul there.
I thought maybe that red cross was going to appear above his head, but I think he's going to make his way through this.
It'd be kind of cool if we could actually put like those little signs above everybody players' heads.
Oh man,
would that be cool? Like speed burst?
I think that like the video games are becoming so real that it's like now these things could be probably broadcast in some form of video game form where they were like just avatars of themselves and they took on some different form and we could call the game.
They're all like the special booth someplace, just running on a treadmill.
No. Not that part. I know where you're going with that one. But, no, not that. But I just think that this could be some kind of an animated scenario where, we just kind of cleaned up the rough edges and maybe just
look
looked
at
a little
this.
bit different.
Just goes past that far post.
Wow.
I think that was Linder that was right there.
I think it was Eby.
No, it was actually Foster. I apologize. Miles Foster
Miles
went
Foster?
right past Miles
Yeah.
Foster. They both have that 6 on their jerseys.
Yeah, Miles Foster's a former VARDAR player. Then he went down with the Crew, and then now he's back in with the Wolves.
That was Coe, and
Coe
now
to
look at
Karjan.
this. It's just up and over. Karjan. Karjan is from Canton High School. 3.7 GPA, undecided on where he wants to play his college ball. Do we know what the statistically
Flying.
Rick, what
this center back?
What level MLS?
Dylan Davis.
MLS Next has been
Sorry.
around since 2020, but do we know the statistical data on players that play in the MLS Next and how many of them go to Division 1, 2?
Well, MLS Next was created to bring players into MLS.
Iudi is looking to take a shot. It's blocked.
I think we'd have to start there to figure out what those numbers look like, and then however many end up in, at top schools. Maryland, Indiana.
Oh, that's a shot and a save by Emery.
Told you direction can hit it, and that was off of no steps and just pulled his leg back and absolutely cranked one, and Almari made a great save.
It's the second big save he's made here in this half. No, I know MLS Next was created to be that next level, right, to get to, the professional ranks of the MLS. Right?
I'd be interested if they were interested in statistical data that said that players from their league played in college.
They probably aren't. Right,
well, there you go.
They're probably not. I hear you. I'm just saying. I'm looking at these sheets, and they have their college. They have like where they're going to college. It's undecided, or their schools. So they're making a note of that. Arce. Wiskiel puts this one in. It's intended for Markovsky and cleared away.
That cross was dealt with much better by the Wolves. Miles Foster knocked it up in the air, and I think Vince Chappett came out and was able to volley it out. Hanush has done a good job of coming off that defensive line and into midfield and connecting on his passes and had a couple successful dribbles.
Well, the ball kind of skirts out. Ooh, a shot that's going to go well wide and over. That was Alex Moeller.
Yeah, maybe a little hasty there.
Alex Moeller all the way from Forest Hill Central.
Yeah,
that's a distance.
Both Alex and Andrew, their parents make an amazing commitment to their kids in their soccer playing careers. And Alex played for me as a 6 and a 7-year-old, and then he played again for me as a 14-year-old. And I know that they're deep into the commitment part, and coming from across the state, that's just something that they do. Matt and Jackie are fantastic parents and friends of ours, and it's great to see Alex doing so well.
Linder. Karajan,
I think we're going to see a
foul
free
there.
kick there, yep.
Now, I understand the idea of MLS Next and bringing up the next generation of MLS players, right? I get that part of it. But there's how many players are on a squad in the MLS 25 on a roster? 18, 19? What's their full roster? I'm assuming they carry 30. But I think 18 is probably their game.
They have game day and sub list and things like that.
So my question, though, is what we talk about in regards to professional ranks, 1%, right? We always say it was Braxton Lindsay puts us right up. And that goes right in the arms of Hammond.
Just a little floaty there.
Well, yeah, but the point the reason I'm asking this question is when parents are signing their kids up for this level, are they signing them up with the hopes their kids are going to go play MLS? Is that really the thought process in this league, at this level? I know you understand what I'm saying. The question I'm asking.
I do.
I
think that's an amazing question that has a multitude of very specific answers to each family.
Okay, that's fair. This ball played to Markovsky. Gets a little touch on it.
That,
And
I'll tell you
Murray
what,
comes up with it.
there it is, that dangerous right side, and the really good cross from Wiskiel, and then Markovsky doing a great job of just kind of floating in the air and directing that ball. He just didn't get enough sting on it. He's got to really put some pop on that because that cross was hit so perfectly, if you will.
I mean, because the word academy is the word that we use a lot now, right, across this country. The academy, right? The academy, right? MLS Next is not, I mean, it's the academy, you know, but it's the MLS Next. It's a whole other level.
Yeah, it's academy, Wolves Academy is letting the players know that they're going to be in the place that has the best coaches, the best facilities, and the best opportunities. I don't think that there's there's not really an academy. Clubs that aren't even in MLS Next have academies, and they're making the same commitment to their players. They just might not have the same level players.
Correct. And MLS Next is the new big deal in club soccer in the United States, right? Came out in 2020, and it was designed to be a feeder program for clubs into the pathway to professional soccer.
I'd be interested to find out, like in Europe, when they've made the academies and the best level leagues and all these different things, if these players, when they don't get to the level that they really want to achieve, if they don't get on a contract, do they stop playing? I think before, some of it was set up to always push players into college, and then that was some kind of a, it was a badge of honor, and it was a place where you wanted your players to go, and it's a place where players wanted to go. And now there's all these professional opportunities. So I wonder if some of those players who don't get the opportunity to be a pro and, they just go, I really don't want to play in college. I really wanted to do that, so I'm going to go do something different.
Well, look at what happened. Let's look at Oak University, for example. Oak University's roster from a college standpoint, very heavy overseas. So I bet you there's a number of kids who play in the academies across the pond, right, who did not find that pathway to, a second team or professional level over there as an opportunity, and they've chosen the pathway to play college soccer in the States.
Sure.
As an opportunity to gain their college, their education paid for, right, and still play the game they love and compete at a high level.
Yeah.
So you see a lot of that, right? It's why are players coming over here from England to play in this? Because they probably were part of the academy program growing up, and they just weren't there to compete at that level, weren't ready for that opportunity, and it shows college. As this ball's played in, it's not a bad ball, a little touch, and that goes right to Hammond.
That's what makes things difficult. Is you got
it was Moeller that got the head on that, didn't he?
Fallen pros all over the place. It was hard for me to see inside
it's Coe.
That crowded box. Daniel Coe got his head on it.
Daniel Coe got his head on that one. But it's a conversation to be had. I mean, because there's, looking at the roster for these two teams, 20, 25 players on each team.
Wow, Vardar's found a little soft spot in the back line here of the Wolves. And
Iudi
dribbling across the field, and there's
Wiskiel once again.
I bet there's a cross coming here, Jonathan.
If I'm a betting man, I'm betting that, but he didn't do it.
He didn't do it.
But we still got time.
Play without.
It's Wiskiel. Goes between two defenders.
Yeah.
Lays it out to Arce. Arce is wide open at the top of the 18.
Tried to float a little ball in there to Markovsky. Bela running shop now at the back of the midfield, starting the next attack.
Colin McDonald just asked, who's got more MLS alumni,
Here comes
VARDAR or the
Koji.
Wolves?
Koji with a good ball.
Well, that's a shot. Elmery comes up with it.
Yeah. Is that Markovsky?
That was.
Yeah. That's a dangerous duo up front, Direction and Markovsky. You got the right-footed heavy hitter, Direction, then you got the nifty left-footed player that's got some craftiness to him in Markovsky.
So here we are with 1 minute to go here in this half number one here, this U19 MLS Next matchup between VARDAR and the Wolves. 0-0 here No goals on this in this one compared to the U17 matchup. It was 2-0 here going to the halftime break.
Yeah, I knew the goals would be harder to come by inside this match, and both teams have proven to play a very unique style that's...
Well, that ball, that's not a bad ball. It just goes over Moeller and into the hands of Hammond.
Yeah, each team has their own style that is unique to them, and they're both successfully trying to carry out those actions, and it's created chances at both ends and a number of transition moments also. Colin Arce with the errant pass, picked out by Moody and connected through the middle of the midfield through Maizano and Vince Chappett.
Yep. Linder.
Braxton Linder now on the ball.
It's a great question to ask, but Colin McDonald asked who's got more MLS alumni, VARDAR or the Wolves? It's a great question to ask. I don't know the answer. There's a lot of alumni from both these teams that have played at the next level.
Well, I think there's one from each inside this building. So
I think you're right.
I think it's 1-to-1 right now inside the building. I don't know.
Who else did you see? You saw Miriam. Who else did you see?
Mitch Hildebrandt's over there.
Oh.
On the Wolves sideline.
There you go. Justin Miriam. Saw him here earlier. Linder.
Linder with
keeps
an
fighting.
pass.
Look at this. So that's an opportunity. It's going to go wide.
Yeah, just that is really, really not the shot that you're hoping to get off if you're the Wolves there. That thing was scuffed and dribbled, and we're going to restart the game from the top of the box here. I didn't hear a referee whistle, but
I didn't either.
I guess we're going to restart the game.
It's not the first time we haven't heard a whistle, though.
Yeah,
probably the last either.
Koji's going to get it started with Davis.
Markowski call a foul there.
They're going to need to go quick, or this thing's going to end on before they get a chance to create another attack.
It's got a little chillier in here now.
Yeah, we're over here by the HVAC, and I know from, practicing in here during the day that if you stand in these two areas behind the benches, you can get either real cold or real hot real fast.
So this ball is switched here to the near side.
No intent of creating another attack, or they have no idea how much time's left.
Koji puts this one in. Look at that back post. Wow, just found its way. Wide open opportunity saved by Almery.
I'll tell you what, the crosses from VARDAR have caused 47 minutes and 30 seconds of all kinds of trouble for the Wolves back line, and Almery has spent time bailing them out, and he bailed them out there. And it's looking like Will Eby's down on the ground there. He's going to need some medical attention. I think that red and white symbol has appeared above his head, and he's going to need some attention. We'll see if he returns for a second half action.
Well, we are here at the half. It's 0-0 or 0-0, as they say across the pond. You're watching MLS Next Fall Soccer on the Michigan Soccer Network.
I'm a husband. I'm a father.
I'm a sister.
I'm a son. I'm a brother.
I'm a daughter. I'm a sister. I'm a referee.
I'm a referee.
I am a referee.
I'm a referee.
Now Worrell has a good cutback from him. He'll fire one, and that's going to go in! Now he'll fire one now from distance, and that is in! Creating some havoc. Just ball put in. Oh, look at this opportunity. That's missed. Oh, it's Stone!
Their first ball. Their first uniform. Their first number. Their first teammate. Their first goal. Their first coach. We take great care in making sure their first isn't their last. We're so much more than a soccer class. Come play with us today at kickstarttoddlersoccer.com.
Granite City Food and Brewery has 2 Michigan locations in Troy and Northville. Serves made-from-scratch food, brews in-house beer, and even has brunch every Sunday from 9 a.m. to 2 p.m. To learn more about their daily specials or to book a private party, visit gcfb.com. Make sure you head over to Granite City in Northville at the corner of 7 Mile and Haggerty, or the Troy location at 16 Mile and I-75.
We like to do it before we go out on the weekend.
We do. We do it every week.
Whether we need to or not. We did it today.
It was really dirty.
My parents do it every day.
Hey, kiddo!
Do it every day with the Unlimited Club only at Jack's Car Wash. Protect your car from the hot summer sun, dust, dirt, and contaminants all summer long with the Jack's Unlimited Club.
Join today, starting at just $24.99 a month.
Our mission is to help players take their game to the next level and reach their potential. Not only do we help develop fundamental technical skills such as ball control in tight spaces with different surfaces, dribbling at speed and changing direction, using a variety of 1v1 skills to create space, receiving on a half turn, hook turn, and out of the air, finishing off the dribbling, one-touch, volleys, and headers. We help players get comfortable performing these skills at game speed, with pressure, and with both their dominant and non-dominant foot. In addition, we help players with their speed of play, awareness of space, defenders, and teammates, and also dominate with our off-the-ball movement. We offer a variety of services such as one-on-ones, small groups, large groups, as well as team sessions. We have an experienced coaching staff that is professional, friendly, patient, while still holding players to high standards and holding them accountable. No matter what level you're at as a player, I'm confident we can help you get better. Over the past 3 years, we've built one of the best soccer-specific training facilities in the country and developed one of the most detail-oriented programs to help out players. Visit our website.
Welcome back here into the St. Joe's Sports Dome here in Livonia, Michigan, on the campus of Schoolcraft College. We're here at the half. It's 0-0. Don't go anywhere. We come back from the break. Second half action, 45 minutes to go on this one. It's rivalry night right here on the Michigan Soccer Network.
Their first ball. Their first uniform. Their first number. Their first teammate. Their first goal. Their first coach. We take great care in making sure their first isn't their last. We're so much more than a soccer class. Come play with us today at kickstarttoddlersoccer.com.
Granite City Food and Brewery has 2 Michigan locations in Troy and Northville. Serves made-from-scratch food, brews in-house beer, learn more about their daily specials or to book a private party, visit gcfb.com. Make sure you head over to Granite City in Northville at the corner of 7 Mile and Haggerty, or the Troy location at 16 Mile and I-75.
I'm a husband. I'm a father.
I'm a sister.
I'm a son. I'm a brother.
I'm a daughter. I'm a sister. I'm a referee.
I'm a referee.
I am a referee.
I'm a referee.
Weekend.
We do. We do it every week.
Whether we need to or not.
We did it today.
It was really dirty.
My parents do it.
Now Worrell has a good cutback from him. He'll fire one, and that's going to go in. And both goals so far. He'll fire one, and that's a wonderful save, Trinity. That's missed. Oh, it's Stone in the. He'll fire one now from distance, and that is in. What a strike by Ben Maher. Welcome you back here once again into the St. Joe Sports Dome here on the campus of Schoolcraft College, Livonia, Michigan.
A lot of players from both teams milling around here, making sure that their coaches know that they're ready to get into this game. 0-0, crosstown rivalry, derby match. A lot of players want to be a part of this.
That they do. I remember as a young tyke, wanted to play against my fellow friends in the soccer world. At that time, when I was playing, I would play for a team called North Metro Rangers. Coached the head of that program was Gary Parsons from Oakland University, longtime coach there. You were actually a member of the staff there once upon a time, Oakland University.
I was.
And
yeah,
but
that club was not in existence when I was there, but back to the action here. Looks like Will Eby he's wiped that red cross off from above his avatar, and he's going to give it a go here for the second half. His left hamstring is wrapped, but he looks like he's ready to roll. Wolves are bringing on. Oh, no. Oh, I thought I just heard somebody say they're bringing on two players. There's number 34. Looks like he's certainly a new player.
So you see Lars Richter there, the head coach of the Michigan Wolves, along with Will Thornton, We're going to see some changes here. My spotter and Rick Larson will be in charge of covering that. See 44 now.
Tyler Cato, I think, is coming the game.
I just remember these numbers being like this when I was a tyke. Is that the right word to use, a tyke? But I don't remember there being like 44s. But Jack Coates.
Yeah, so you don't end up doubling up numbers and you can move players around with a little bit more roster freedom. That way you don't have 6 number 10s inside your team. You just have 177, 186, and 143. That's what ends up happening.
That's fair. I don't think VARDAR made any changes. But we are not informed either way. We have to take our best guess. But we're about to get back underway here. Second half action in a 0-0 game. Alongside Rick Larson, I'm Jonathan Turner. There's Tyler Gregory knocking one on a dime.
Jack Coates is in the game. Looks like he's going to either play as
at number 44.
Underneath the forwards, or he's going to play as one of the forwards.
Whiskey right now right in front of us. Great first half.
Yeah, Whiskey was dynamic, energetic, enthusiastic, and his incisive play and getting balls inside the box was really important for VARDAR.
As VARDAR elects to go with a direct ball right at that back line. Coates gets his first head of the game. Is now Hanush. The Wolves in the grayish white kits going right to left now on your screen. VARDAR on the red and black kits going left to right in this 0-0 game. Whiskey now collects here on this near side.
What a pass from Whiskey that just got intercepted by Will Eby. What a fantastic timed run. Number 18.
Hanush.
That's a new player. 18 for VARDAR.
Nope, that's Plusek.
Oh, I stand corrected.
See, even you get them wrong once in a while. It's okay.
Yeah, no, I can admit when I'm wrong. I can admit when I'm wrong. Sometimes guys sitting next to me have a hard time doing that, but I got no problem with it.
What the heck, man? I said I was wrong earlier.
Yeah, but then I thought you took it back. No, I thought you took it. I thought there was no takebacks. Come on, man.
There's no takesy-backsies in giving
all
out.
Right.
No,
I was just checking.
So throw-in coming up now for Whiskey and VARDAR.
That is a tackle right there.
Somehow the ball, heavy first touch, but that's going to be a yellow card, you would think, maybe.
That was
number 34. That's Tyler Cato.
Moody up close and right in our living room here. He was on the other side there. I thought he was a smaller guy in stature, but he's a big guy, and he just put in a man-sized tackle for sure.
So Tyler Cootie's also in. He's number 34 for the Wolves. Tyler Cato.
Will Eby with a missed clearance there.
Oh, look at that. Iudi now puts his one towards Markovsky. Markovsky, and that's a save by Elmery. Rebound was right there for Plusek, and the flag will go up. What a strike by Markovsky on the bounce.
Markovsky really got all of that one. And it's Elmari again. 2 strong hands to it, and then he chased it down, and there was a player offside that he was in a little tussle with there on the left side of his goal.
Markovsky's leading goal scorer was 7. Recently moved back after 2 years stay in Houston. Part of the Dynamo Academy. Houston Dynamo out there in Houston.
Yeah, you can see that he moves around like a professional player. His first touch is fantastic, and then when he has the opportunity to strike it, he really, really took his chance there. Almari was just equal to the task.
Moody
coming in and combining with Chappett. Maizano's low in the line again, helping in the build-out.
Cato.
Miles Foster and Will Eby playing a game of catch again. Will Eby trying to throw it in behind the line. That'll just ride out of bounds.
Coates is tied up there with Davis.
2 guys having a go at each other there.
So a goal kick coming up here. Are they calling a foul? Maybe it was offsides?
Yeah, I think they're calling a foul. That was
fair enough. Didn't hear the whistle, but
either way.
What's the difference between 10 yards, right?
Yeah.
A goal kicker, chap it. Pulisic went down.
Chapit doing a good job of just playing one-touch passes inside midfield and making sure his team keeps it.
Hanush
with a crafty turn.
Oh, Moody just couldn't bring it in, but Hanush right there.
Yeah, Moody stood on the pass there a little bit.
Wiskiel looking for Markovsky, and Eby wins that one.
Will Eby did a great job of fighting off Markovsky, fighting with him, and he stuck his head in there and was able to knock it away. Will Eby's wiry and strong, and we're about to see what he's made of physically and mentally, because he is worse for wear, and that hamstring does look like it's bothering him.
Was that the official word from our sideline reporter?
Yes,
okay.
Yes. As I spoke to them during our 15-minute halftime, they told me that Will needed to get his hamstring wrapped, but he was going to go.
Woody went down. The referee says keep playing. Chaput. Into Hanush.
Foster and into Hanush here. Is that Coates?
Yeah, Jack Coates.
Yeah, he made a really good run across the line there, but nobody found him.
Foul is back here, so they're going to bring that one back.
Huh. Look of perplexion on people's faces there, and I think my face has the same look. But we're going to restart the game with a VARDAR free kick. They're looking to get Wiskiel on the ball here, I think.
Well, why not? He's been fantastic all evening. I mean,
yeah,
putting dimes in the box.
Yeah, at this level for a right back to have as big an influence in the game as he's had to this point speaks volumes for his abilities and his team's understanding of the things he brings to the table.
Well, he's been on this VARDAR program for 8 years. So, you think about that. That's tremendous. I mean, to play at the same club and a competitive level like this, as you can see him getting higher here on this. Well, you can't, maybe not at home might be a student, but we can see him getting higher here along this near side.
Yeah, he keeps trying to escape and get in behind this wing back Moody here. You can see the tactical battle that's occurring between the two.
Well, a little flick. Flag did go up, though.
Flag's up. We'll see if the referee's going to see it.
He's calling a handball.
He's calling a handball and hasn't even looked. Usually.
Oh, again, a yellow card. Markovsky just got a yellow card, it looks like.
That's a yellow card that's given probably out of order for the fact that the linesman on our side, assistant referee on our side, has a flag up, and the one on the other side didn't mirror that to help the referee to understand that something was happening behind him where he wasn't looking. Then the play carried on, and there was a handball, and then Markovsky got a yellow card. So that's just one of those timing issues. And
that card should be called back because it should never have happened.
Yeah, he got caught in the space-time continuum, and it probably just should have never happened.
Good combination play. Wiskiel,
what do you know?
Defensive play.
Wiskiel intervening there and shutting the game down. VARDAR's going to make another change. Number 20.
Jeb Sneed.
Jeb Sneed's coming in the game. I saw Jeb Sneed warming up during halftime. He looked like one of the players that was really ready to enter the game.
We had a comment earlier in the match if he was in the game yet. Well, now there you go. Jeb Sneed has entered the pitch, taking off Pulisic.
So he'll play in that right-sided midfield space in front of Wiskiel and kind of inside of Wiskiel. VARDAR's went away from playing up the right side like they did in the first half.
Well, it seems as though they've tried to, at least the Wolves have tried to shut down this right side.
Arce to Bela. Bela did a great job of retaining the ball there under high pressure.
Davis now. That's Sneed.
Sneed looks like a dribbler as he
Oh,
enters
look
the
at
box
that.
there.
Tackle and goes down. Wiskiel.
Man, Wiskiel was down and up.
I might have earned a.
So fast, so agile, and so mobile.
I was going to say, though, I grew up on a street called Sneed. So.
Sneed?
Yep.
I think that's the kind of shirt sweater thing that was made in the Lorax. I think that was something that everybody needs, right?
Maybe.
But I think that was a Sneed.
Yeah, well, Sneed is the community I grew up in, the subdivision.
Okay.
Davis will put this one back in. It's called Golf Trail, so all the streets were named off of golfers. So Nicholas, Sneed, Player.
Got it.
It's this ball. Play Markowski looking like to get a head on. He does.
Almari
comes up
to
with
the task
another
again.
one, and that one goes out for a corner.
Yeah, he was kind of knocking it around there. I wasn't sure what happened, but I guess it went out for a corner.
You literally did 8L come eat there.
And these. This is bad.
Looking forward to dinner then, huh?
Yeah, it's.
Where are we going, by the way?
I don't. Are we going to where our sponsor?
Granite City.
Yeah, there's one right here.
There is one right here, and they are open till 11. So
Well,
we definitely could go to Granite City. Made from scratch food. They've got good food. They've got
plenty
good
of
food.
choices around here. The problem
What they do is ball a little flick back post, and that's going to go out.
Great header from Direction.
Arce was there back post.
Bela hit a really nice corner. Pace, spin, the proper height. Direction caught that on the move and just couldn't direct it on target.
Can't say enough, though, about Ali Almari.
Yeah, he's been fantastic tonight.
Goes to East Lansing High School. A 4.11 GPA. If you see the trend in the GPAs and the players on these teams, they go hand in hand. Moody now brings this one down into Hanush. Back to Hanush.
Coach was coming across again, and they missed him. They keep missing him coming across that line, and I'm not sure if they're
giveaway. Look at this. Counterattack. Markowski. Oh, that's a great tackle by Eby.
Direction did a great job. That is going to do it.
He is down, though.
That is going to do it for Eby. Eby is really hobbling around.
That he is. He has had a phenomenal game, even though he looks like he's playing maybe like now it's like 40%.
That was an expert intervention there because Markowski was in.
He was. It's a goal-saving tackle. It's now here on the other end. It gets Coe. Oh, that's scramble, and the ball is then cleared away.
Davis and Koji did a great job there.
Coates. I'll give that one away at the top of the box. Look to go to the top. Straxian brings it down. He's got Markowski in the middle of the park. He'll pull it back and go to Aoud instead. A lot of space for Aoud to make a pass here to Sneed on this near side. Moody. Sneed inside the 18. Sneed puts it across, back post. No one there.
Wow.
I mean, wide open.
Wow, the VARDAR coaching staff is absolutely furious for the fact that box was not loaded. Sneed did a great job of getting around the edge and getting that cross in front of the goalkeeper.
Wiskiel far post, and that's one for the time being.
Bela keeping it alive.
And Chapa puts it up in the air for the Wolves, and that actually might go out.
I think that's going to be a VARDAR throw-in.
I think you're right.
That was headed straight off
Get
a
Rick
Wolves
Larson
player.
a flag. He is the new assistant referee in this matchup.
I am not interested in that job at all, but from the coach's standpoint, you can tell who the ball goes off of apparently much easier than the assistant referees can.
So it looks like Eddie Hudson's going to come in now. So, yeah, you're going to see Hudson come in. I believe he's going to be taking off Eby. He's a defender midfielder from He goes to U of D High School. 6'3", 180 pounds.
We'll only come to know this in time, but Will Eby played for a long time with an injury, and I'm not sure that, well, only time will tell if he's going to end up having to spend more time on the sideline than he wanted to, because he really looks like he's in a lot of pain.
That's grit right there.
Yeah, I mean, you know, Will Eby is a fantastic player with a great mentality, and, you know, he'll do whatever his team needs, that's for sure. And Damon's getting an absolute gem at Michigan State with Will Eby.
Brought down by Daniel Coe. Dispossessed
by Colin Arce there. A couple little step overs to keep the ball, and then it's
Traction finds Audi on that far side.
Combining up the left side now.
They'll work just around that back line. Again, a far difference in regards to tactical play in this second half. A lot more up that left side compared to the first half. The right side was their strong point for Vardar. Whiskey
really
was really involved. A lot of balls inside the box. Once he got the ball inside that attacking third, Whiskey was very, very dangerous.
Yeah,
you guys choose a point of attack now. You guys see Whiskey released, but now a foul just called.
That is one of the strangest. That is one of the strangest calls that I ever see in a soccer game. The back to goal forward is somehow fouled the center back. But here we are again, and that's what happened. And now Wolves have restarted the game quickly and on the ground, and they're looking to build.
Hudson
with his first action.
Now Hanush now cuts it inside, top of the 18, cuts it back again. Hanush shot! And that's a save by Hammond.
Yeah, that was barely off center there. Hanush did a great job of getting himself through traffic, but I think he'd like to have that shot back because that was located too much in the middle of the goal.
1, 2, 3. 3 defenders. He kicked it right at Hammond.
Yeah, 3 defenders.
And it's Markovsky now, one-on-one with Amari, and he misses. Wide open goal, just misses it to that left of the far post.
What a great run between the center backs, and the ball that came in was weighted perfect. And Markovsky, he did exactly what you want him to do. He took it first time, and he just mishit it. He was trying to scoop Almari on the run, and it just didn't come off.
It's even more surprising there wasn't even a touch made out by Almari on that shot.
Yeah.
You think that maybe that's that ball, because the way he comes out, that maybe he gets a touch on that, that's why it went out. But Markovsky just missed the frame.
Yeah, he mishit it. Almari at the end of the day with his touch, he didn't get anything right. With his run, his pace, the timing, all those things were right, but the touch, none of it was right.
Wolves here. Lots of poor ball. Davis intercepts. Sneed.
Sneed is some dynamic dribbler. He keeps getting around the edge there.
Ball far post. That's Audi right there.
That's an expert cross.
Amin, Audi. Oh, look at Audi gets by.
Oh, the little double touch.
That's Miles Foster.
Man, Vardar does a great job of countering the counterattack and keeping that secondary attack alive. We'll see if they get an interception here. Nope. Wolves on the counter now.
Hanush.
Space for Hanush. Waiting for his teammates.
That's Eddie Hudson. Hanush once again, now Coates. Hudson. We'll give a shout out to Sam Fisher, doing a fantastic job here tonight once again for us on camera.
Cameraman's crushing it tonight.
Really hope he would just drive home a little earlier on Sunday to cover that the game for us at 7:30 in Dearborn. It's not a far drive from the border. We'll pick you up.
I'll buy you an extra grilled cheese.
We love Sam Fish. When we go out to get food after games, Sam is he's a simpleton when it comes to his food, which is very much appreciated when it comes to when we buy it. You know what I mean? 'Cause
Sam is a cameraman of expert proportion, and he has the dietary intake of an 8-year-old.
It's true.
He loves his PB&Js and grilled cheese. No green beans, please.
I just don't know why he doesn't order off the kids' menu. Marciano knocks it out wide. That's Linder.
These two holding players for the Wolves have done an excellent job. Vince Chappett and Dominic Maizano playing against Vardar's creative players in the front half of their team and trying to thwart the attacks of Durakshin and Markovsky. Vardar's playing that playing a 4-4-2 with their two wide midfielders kind of high and their two interior midfielders in that line of four withdrawn a little bit, and that just allows for them to set up these big perimeters of shape in terms of changing the point of attack and allowing them to hit crosses into the box, which they've done to have been very, very dangerous.
Here we are, we're in the 66th minute in a 0-0 game here. Club soccer rivalry matchup here tonight. MLS Next, live here on the Michigan Soccer Network. Don't want to forget our matchup here coming up on Sunday night at 7:30, the UPSL Midwest East Championship game. Detroit United taking on Cedars FC from Dearborn Fordson High School. Kickoff at 7:30. Pre-game starts at 7:15. Rick Larson and I will both be on that call on Sunday. It's now Moody. Ball played into Hanush. Got a player down.
Somebody's down.
Is Hanush,
We're
cuts
just
it
gonna
back.
Keep playing.
As Hanush keeps
Another
going.
player's down.
Plays it top of the box to Shaft, and that ball's won. And the counterattack now, Drakshian.
Playing through Drakshian. Man, 6 Wolves players back. That was about to be a 2v3.
Dylan Davis is on the ground.
Then it was 2v6. I think one of the things that they don't understand what's happening right now, if they don't shut this down, all the players are on side all the way to where Davis is, which is a huge disadvantage. And the referee finally blows the whistle. Davis is going to make it. Nope, he's not going to make it. Nope, Davis is down again. He's overcome with cramps. The mental toll of the derby sometimes shows itself in a physical way. I'm not saying that that's what's going on with Davis right now, but
So he steps off. He'll take a moment.
his calf seems to be going all right. Going to be checked out by the trainer here in front of right in front of my touchscreen monitor.
We're back underway as the referee allows Davis back on the pitch. Tries to really get involved in defense. And
yeah, he's going to enter in midfield here, and then he's going to have to track back.
Still running a little gingerly, though.
Yeah.
It's the ball played inside. Oh, that's a head right there. That goes just wide.
I think that is.
That was Cato, Tyler Cato.
Tyler Cato on the end of that cross, right in front of where Davis should have been, and it took him a long time to get back. That could have proven to be a very big mistake, having him come all the way off over here. I'm not sure how you fight that, but now Davis with the errant pass.
Oh, that's
now
Davis goes down again, and
man,
Hammond now he's back down.
He's cramped again.
I need a substitution for.
Yeah.
Sam Fisher shows a substitution signal.
Yeah, he gives us a little roll it in the oven.
I don't think Sam Fisher's been to Granite City though.
Well, that
with us?
You have?
Oh. Wow.
Well.
Okay, that doesn't count.
Then
though.
You haven't been to Granite City.
Then you haven't been to Granite
It's kind
City.
of really like not being to Granite City if you haven't been there with me.
This ball play here to this near side to Wiskill. Dangerous defender up this right side.
Yep. Him and Snead.
Oh, that's a tackle, and
Hudson
gets
really
in there.
diving in there and make a great tackle.
Davis brings it down.
Davis needs to get his bearings back and get his feet back underneath him, or it's going to cause his back line some trouble.
Waving off that substitution call by our operator, Sam Fisher.
What a ball.
Markowski was open, but that's because he was offside.
What a great pass. That is from Koji into Markowski, and he was just barely offside.
So
that
looked like a Joey Harrington pass.
That looked like a Joey Harrington pass wearing a line jersey for sure. Eric Zau's going to enter the game here. Eric's a dynamic left-footed player who can take players on and create goals for his teammates and score some on his own.
Looks like Daniel Coe's going to come off.
So Eric will go up and play in the front line. Eric's a skillful player who can run really hard, causes defenses all kinds of trouble. Look at this interplay between the two VARDAR forwards.
Markowski getting held up a little bit there, and no foul called.
They didn't call a foul?
They did not call a foul.
Well, that was borderline a yellow card offense.
Yeah, grabbed under his jersey.
Grabbed his jersey as he ran past him to shut down the counterattack. Well, and it all worked out for them because they have the ball and there's been no free kick called.
The referee's saying this is MLS next. I mean, you get those jersey pulls, that's what happens to the next level, right? No yellow cards and little slight jersey pulls either.
Oh, man, I watch enough pro games. That's an automatic yellow.
I know.
They never miss on those. Coates moving around in midfield here. Hudson playing with Moody.
So the World Cup roster was just announced here earlier this week. What are your thoughts on that roster?
Yeah, I love listening to Eric Winalda and Tony Miola, but I think one of the things that they said that we're not in an argument on the front half of the roster. So, all those things, they're great. I mean, I think the fact that Zach Steffen is left off of it is it's an interesting move, and I'm really concerned, as were both of those guys, concerned with the omission of Ricardo Pepi. I think you put so much into these young guys, and then a big tournament comes about, and then you decide to leave them off. You wonder what that does to them psychologically. I mean, for my money, you can leave Christian Roldan off and put on Ricardo Pepi because you're trying to bring these young players along. And if you go back to the World Cup that was played here, I mean, Ronaldo, as we know him, Brazilian Ronaldo, or affectionately known as Fat Ronaldo, was on Brazil's roster in 1993 as a scrawny, skinny 17-year-old, and he had no intentions of playing. He was never going to play in front of Romario and Bebeto, but they knew what the future of soccer was going to look like in their country and was going to go straight through him. I thought Ricardo Pepi was that guy, and then he makes a couple transfer moves, and then all of a sudden falls out of favor with the higher-ups in U.S. soccer. It's something that I really just don't understand.
Well, the thing, too, is the World Cup roster, I believe you're allowed to take 25 with you, right?
26.
26. So 26 you're allowed to take with you.
Yeah, and I think you got to make a game day roster at 23.
Yeah, but you can't bring anyone else. You can't have a 27th in the reserve someplace hanging out, right?
No.
It's only 26.
I think there's some weird thing in the group play, and maybe for the fact that they expanded it from naming 23 to naming it to 26, that maybe you can't do that. But when you get to a certain point, you can't call in another guy.
Yeah.
But I always say, and I tell my assistant coaches at Schoolcraft, I go, if we get down to the third goalkeeper, we might as well just put a field player in because we're probably not winning anyway.
Yeah. Give yourself more of an offensive move.
Well, and of course the third goalkeeper would love to go in the game, but the problem with if you get down to the third goalkeeper, you've probably had a bunch of goals poured in your net, and you're probably cleaning up.
Well,
your gear.
And the argument was Zach Steffen going to be a starting goalkeeper?
Well,
would he been a starter?
It's weird that he was in the talk to be a starter, and then all of a sudden he's not on the roster.
Turner's in there, right? No affiliation, by the way. No relation to Turner. Who's your starting goalkeeper?
Yeah, Matt Turner will be. Yeah, for
sure.
sure.
I mean, he did well during. He played a handful of the qualifiers, right? He did okay.
Yeah.
He is a Turner. It's a strong name.
Matt Turner's fine. I mean, anybody with that last name has got to be able to.
I know.
Keep the ball to the net and is maybe brave enough to do so.
So Direction coming back on now. The referee's waving on Markowski now and make up his way up the pitch, and then a whistle blown. Going to bring the ball back about 20 yards.
I think refereed very weird, strangely as well. And Markowski is the one that got pulled on, and now that's a foul. And he had the ball 20 yards higher up the field.
Yeah,
So I digress.
Here's the thing, though. Here's the thing. We're all yelling about starting a roster for the U.S. men's national team, which, to be fair, if they get lucky to get out of the group stage, that would be a win. I don't see them. Oh, that misplay, Markowski now.
Yeah, it's just another cross that gets played in the box that is not dealt with appropriately by the Wolves' back line players. There's Eric Zhao. Getting on the ball for the first time and showing his strength.
Not trying to not show love to the men's national team, but do we really think they're gonna win the group handily? And no, they're in a really tough group.
Yeah, they have to get out of their group, though. I mean, they have to.
But do they get out of the group?
Well, I don't know.
Well,
as far as I'm concerned, they have to. And if they don't, then, we'll deal with all those things after that and all the,
Hanush, the ball's intended for him, but now Dylan Davis.
All the pressure they put on the young players and, Pulisic and all the wingers are available. So all these things are in place. So we should be dynamic enough to at least, not finish in third in the group.
Yeah, finishing in the top two. I mean, it's going to be a challenge as this ball played inside and given away.
Markowski looks tired. That pass, he
Linder.
hit it, and he
Coates.
just hoped.
Coates, this is Hanush. Hanush keeps going. He's taken down by the goalkeeper, and a penalty shot is called.
I'm going to tell you, I think that we have one of the most complex situations of refereeing that just occurred there because he got around the goalkeeper.
This is going to be a red card, I would imagine.
He got around the goalkeeper and got his shot off, and I'm not so sure.
So it would be a yellow card then because the penalty shot was awarded. But they have to say that their goalie was making a play at the ball. If that's the case, then it's not considered a red card.
Well, the interesting thing here is that
he gave him a yellow.
That he was making a play on the ball because the ball was right there because it was trickling. If the ball was hit with some sting and it went straight to the goal line, I think you'd have an argument. But the thing just trickled and trickled and trickled.
So Hammond gets the yellow card here in the 77th minute. A penalty shot now as Hanush will once again take on Hammond.
Well, as we're trying to see in our touchscreen replay here.
I mean, Coach was so wide open.
Yeah, it started with that errant pass from Markowski. It was just loose.
Yeah, he just, I don't know how that's not. That did not look like a play on the ball.
I think because he got the shot off that there probably shouldn't even have been a penalty.
It's a penalty. I mean, he was taken down. But here comes Hanush as he steps up, and he'll put it in. And the Wolves are going up here 1-0 here in this second half.
Well, and Will Eby is back on the soccer field, and I'm not sure how the referee's going to sort this out.
Clearly they're happy about the goal.
Yeah, that was a well-taken penalty. The goalkeeper got two hands on it there, but it just managed to squeeze through.
So 78th minute goal as Will Eby will hobble back to his sideline. Well, that's the right word, hobble. As the Wolves now take a lead here in this second half.
Coach Mike Lupinik and Coach Steve Arce are making some changes to their team right now.
So this is what I want you to, this is the focal point that I want you to pay attention to. We're talking about this moment at this ball as we're back underway here after the goal. So the ball is played in, right? So watch. So he's taken down before he gets to the ball.
Yeah, I think Hanush clattered into the goalkeeper. I see it exactly the way you see it, and I just see it different. Hanush got everything that he wanted there. I'm not so sure that the goalkeeper should be penalized. He came out, he slid, he left his feet. He was on the good side of the ball and the player. The ball got beyond him, and then Hanush continued to run and clattered into him. I think he did a great job. Hanush did a great job of earning a penalty as far as he's concerned, but I think the goalkeeper was hard done by the referee.
Well, the good news, he wasn't hard done in the form of getting sent off.
Well, yeah, could you even imagine if you become hard done by the ref and then all of a sudden now you're not playing anymore?
Now another one is now Hammond comes out, a foul being called back here.
Yeah,
now, I don't know how you bring that one back.
These games are not easy to referee.
No,
that's
they're not.
for sure. I mean, the guys are dynamic and they're flying all over the place. And this interception of the square pass and the counterattack, yeah, I'm not so sure how this is a foul. But Julian Brown's going to enter the game right now, and Julian's a big, strong, rangy defender.
Novi High School is where he spends most of his week.
And he can play on both sides of the ball here.
So we're going to see.
It's in for Moody. Oh, Moody's not coming off?
Nope, it looks as though
it's
Braxton Linder.
Braxton Linder's coming off. Julian Brown's going to go play right back, I think. But maybe they're going to make some changes based on Vardar's changes. And Vardar's going to bring in another player here, number 16. Probably take out a not like-for-like sub.
Bounce around, that's Laith Nasri.
Poor hit ball by Sneed. Gets intercepted, and Wolves are back on the front foot inside Vardar's half.
Manouche plays it back to Brown. Still working around their back line with just 10 to play here in this second half. Dylan Corcus, yay, Justin Merrim. This ball played here.
Sneed showing his versatility as a tricky midfield player that can go around guys and get crosses off, to now he's going to play right back in a 3-back.
So Sneed is going to be called off.
Oh, well, maybe I take that back on the versatility, because he's a second half sub that just has now been subbed for.
Yep.
He's got that look of disappointment on his face. He sure would like to stay inside this game. Yeah, he's not happy about that at all.
Moody now.
Well, and I'm going to tell you,
the top is
from my vantage point over here, Sneed was one of the more effective players in the second half. Did a great job of getting around guys here on the right side and getting stuff inside the box.
But here's what the deal is. So they moved Sneed off to move Dylan Davis up. See, Dylan Davis is now playing more up top. See, so Dylan Davis has been playing center back all evening. And
yeah. I see that. And they got Wiskiel has moved up into midfield in they're some kind of 3-5-2.
So they're making a tactical change based on personnel.
Yeah, I'm sure he did get relegated based on personnel, but either way, I thought that he was one of the more effective guys going around.
I agree.
Guys.
I agree with you 100%.
That is a really good battle between Miles Foster and Markovsky.
And it looks like we saw number 7, Luca Harmonal. I'm not sure when he came in.
16 here. I don't have a roster in front of me.
So sorry. 16 is
he's come in the game and
is Laith Nasri.
All right, and he's taken up that right back spot in a 3-back.
And then we've got this gentleman, Luca Harmonal. Luca Harmonal is number 7. He's playing center back now.
Luca, okay, and there was just a clattering into of a couple of players there at the top of the box, and the referee said no foul, and Almari was doing a great job of managing the clock.
This ball is played, and that's a nice little flick. Koji
floating it over the top.
Audi back to Koji.
Koji's got a really good understanding of how to play in the back line and how to solve problems and create trouble. He's really, really nice player.
Right now, based on the way this game is going, if it ends the way the current scoreline is, the Wolves have a clean sweep here tonight. Something the VARDAR and coaching staff are looking to shut down by making their changes as Nasri plays this up top. Clear it out. Bala.
Yeah, look at the
Bala back.
The pronunciation key there. Bala.
Luca Harmonal.
He's had a really good game in midfield for VARDAR tonight.
Want to thank you for watching and tuning in here tonight to the Michigan Soccer Network. We appreciate it. If you haven't already done so, please hit that subscribe button. The subscribe button is...
VARDAR is going really slow, playing from their own end here.
Your way of thanking us for a job well done. The ball now played back.
Direction with the flick into nobody. Wolves will get back on it, playing through Almari.
Bala brings it down.
Bala, really good touch. Really good job holding the ball there and retaining possession.
Ball into Dylan Davis.
Floaty pass into Davis. Direction with a sliding pass. Now he's cramped.
Yeah, he is. That's the second time he's gone down. Plays into Bala. We'll keep playing, though, as
his teammates are going to try to get him up because they're going to need him. If they're going to try to score, they're going to need him.
As we're going to stop the clock, and he's making
the substitution sound.
Or at least calling on the trainer. She's been busy in this game.
Yeah, these 19s games, man, there's a lot of energy being expended.
You know, for the viewer at home who's watching a bunch of cramping right now, okay, typically you see a lot more cramping in a lot, I would say, hotter environment, right? You're 85 degrees outside, don't have a chance to get a lot of fluids in. It's a cooler night in here. It's not freezing cold, right? So it's cooler. It's probably mid 50s. Why are we seeing so much cramping on a night like this tonight?
Yeah, I think because it's a derby match. I mean, you see that VARDAR's played in some flex schedule, you said, but maybe they haven't played a real meaningful match. Maybe the psychological piece of the game has not really been present. When that psychological piece is really present and maybe ever present, like in a derby game, that the physical effects on the player, you sometimes cannot prepare for that. So, you know, maybe some of these things are showing themselves in the problem isn't hydration. The problem is that they haven't been match tested in psychologically demanding matches that also ask them to be physically adept in these moments.
Okay. Well said, well put. But here we are, 1-0 with 4 minutes to go in this one, and this
Direction's over here with the trainer trying to make a case for him to get back in this game. I'm not so sure that it's her call. It's probably his call at the end of the day, or his coach's call.
Ooh.
Since it's not a head injury, he can go in and contribute in whatever fashion he can contribute in. Because getting a guy ready to go in the final 3 minutes, I'm not so sure that that's... Sam
says
Fisher's
turn the heat on, ball over the top. Wiskill right there, he keeps down the pitch and cleared away.
Moody did a great job of tracking Wiskill there and knocking the ball out. Here comes Direction. He's gonna lumber back on and
well, good for
try
him.
to finish this match.
2 minutes to play here. Oh wow, that's a spill.
That is
Nasri
some
goes down.
fall.
Hanush. Heminal. Hanush. Cuts it back. Hanush keeps fighting. Cuts it back again. Left-footed shot, far post in.
That is some goal by Ryan Hanush. Did a great job with a couple of cuts at the top of the box and then just tucked it in the bottom corner. Just smoked it with his laces, hit that little dipper that got just outside the reach of Hammond. But man, this fall by Nasri here was really some kind of catastrophic fall that really just set the table for that goal.
I mean, to be fair, it's almost like one of those TikTok videos where you see a player you see like the person watching the TV stick a stick out while the guy's running down the pitch, and he's having a fall. That's exactly what happened.
Yeah,
he just lost his footing and slipped, and you said catastrophic. He went down there. I mean, Hanush had to do a lot of stuff still, but
yeah, there was a lot of work to do, but it really set the table for Ryan Hanush to go to work. And now Ryan Hanush is cramped up. He's scored 2 goals, and he just went through a serious celebration over there with the Wolves faithful, and then now he just gave the traveling sign, or the I need a sub sign.
Yeah, just as Direction came back in.
Yeah, Direction goes on, and Nasri's got the carpet pulled out from underneath him.
Like literally and figuratively at the same time, like.
Yep, that's like air horn golf, I think.
And Anush, I mean, yeah,
right in the middle of his backswing.
And just pulls 2 defenders in and pulls them back, and then just left-footed
Markowski's
shot off that far post. Just unbelievable. So we're here with a 1 minute to go here in this second half. Almer will take all the time in the world.
Man, Almari just cranked that thing.
As Wiskill comes in, he'll get it now inside the 18. Wiskill, that's deflected out off Foster, and out for a corner.
Yeah, Miles Foster did a good job of covering in behind the left center back, Moody. Wiskill's looking worse for wear. I think he maybe caught it in a place where you really don't want to catch it. And he's doubling over like that's exactly what happened.
This ball played in, headed away, and then cleared up by Zhao.
Eric Zhao with a great little toe poke.
And played back.
Chasing it. Here's we cross the 90-minute mark.
This ball played up, and
everybody's tired, man. That's the first poorly mishit ball from Koji.
Hanush.
It's going to lead to another Wolves possession high up in Vardar's.
Zhao. Oh, look at this, looking for Coates. He was open.
Yeah, Zhao with the little curler there, and it was just headed away.
Marciano. That was Moody. And no foul being called, at least at the time being. Play on, says the official.
Game will restart with a throw-in. Vardar changing the point of attack. Markovsky not gonna head her down to directions in Davis's direction, but there's not a lot of juice left in the tank here.
Nope, is Moody now on this near side. Cato.
He's a shifty left-footed player there.
Marciano.
That was good.
Looking.
Dom trying to slip in Eric there.
That he did, and Hammond comes up with it.
Hammond did a great job of reading that and getting in behind the line. Restarting the attack. This is going to be, I would imagine, one of the last couple moments they have to get forward.
Lars Richter and Will Thornton and the staff of the Wolves. This is the night you'd want. You're coming away with 2 victories for both your U17s and U19s. 7 goals for, 0 against. Not a bad way to look at a night when you're playing against your rival in club soccer in the MLS Next. And on the flip side of that, with Steve Arce and Lupinek, going to have to go back to the drawing board after this one, find a way to find the positives and we can build on from this game.
Yeah, I think the fact that they haven't played any league matches to this point is certainly a contributing factor, and you know there's a lot of time left and you got to engage in the process, and it's both staff's job to bring these players along inside their environments and put together a program and programming to make sure that everybody's getting the things they need so they can play in these important games.
So as we are waiting for this restart, so a free kick coming up here for the Wolves down there in that corner. Ball put back in. They'll keep this in the corner for now. Well, that's a foul. I believe that was
Our clock says the 93rd minute here.
We are in the 93rd minute.
Kind of wondering how long this thing's going to go.
It's this.
We've just radioed in from the tower. There's 30 more seconds left in this game.
The tower where we don't really have a tower here at Schoolcraft College Field. We'd be up there, wouldn't we?
Oh, yeah, that's right.
That's right. We'd be a little higher with our camera if there was a tower.
Okay. Don't let on like there's not a touchscreen either.
There is totally a touchscreen.
Oh, that's right. There is. Yeah, it's an iPad. It's an iPad. Touchscreen, I think of like, Horatio Kane and CSI Miami, that kind of touchscreen. That's what I want to start moving around.
I don't think there's a police department in the country that has that touchscreen.
Oh, yeah. Yeah, Miami CSI does. It's not fictional. Don't you worry about it.
I know.
I know. It's not. It's not. He's a real hero to South Florida.
Always putting those glasses on, like.
Oh, yeah. You know. Every time he does that, there's a Who song that plays in the background. No matter where he's at.
Oh boy, that'll do it.
That'll do it, huh?
Yeah, that'll do it. As on this night, the Michigan Wolves come into their home pitch, and they come away victorious in both the U17 and U19 matchup here on this Friday evening. Rick, what are your thoughts, man?
Yeah, really good game. It was loaded with a ton of things. Quality play from both sides, a contrast of styles, but both teams were able to get their style implemented inside the game, and then there was some complex decisions in the end from the referee, and thankfully that's not the that wasn't the end all to the decision and how the game played out, but it was a contributing factor a little bit, but I was really impressed with both squads.
Yeah, they played hard fought, but tonight the victor goes to the Michigan Wolves. A brace on the night for Ryan Hanush. A goal in the 78th minute on the penalty shot, and then once again in the 88th to give the Michigan Wolves a 2-0 lead win here on this Friday night in the MLS Next matchup. That'll do it from us here at St. Joe Sports Dome here in Livonia, Michigan, the campus of Schoolcraft College. Alongside my broadcast partner, Mr. Rick Larson, I'm Jonathan Turner. Sam Fisher was on camera. And we'll see you here on Sunday night for the UPSL Midwest East Finals that take place out at Dearborn Forest High School. Kickoff at 7:30. Pregame show starts at 7:15. From all of us here at the Michigan Soccer Network, have a great rest of your Friday evening and an even better weekend.
Good night, everybody.
See you next time.
I watch soccer on the Michigan Soccer Network.
I watch soccer on Michigan Soccer Network.
لا تنسون تتابعونا على Michigan Soccer Network.
I watch soccer on Michigan Soccer Network.
I like to watch soccer on Michigan Soccer Network.
I watch soccer on Michigan Soccer Network.
Me gusta mirar fútbol en Michigan Soccer Network.
I watch soccer on Michigan Soccer Network.
I love watching soccer on the Michigan Soccer Network.
Back to Vitriol. He'll take a shot and he'll bear it. And then he'll fire it from Billows and it'll go in. Now Worrell has a good cutback from him. He'll fire one and that's going to go in. Oh, and both goals so far. He'll fire one and that's a wonderful save, Trinity. That's missed. Oh, it's Stone in the. He'll fire one now from distance and that is in. What a strike by Ben Maher.